Hello, I'm making another video. Car camping. Come with me.
Sick, feeling sicker than you know. Killed a bird without a stone. Talk the talk to throw a bone. For a while, sleeping like a bee. The curiosity. Cadillac, you see. So leave me stranded on the carpet, head under the faucet. You're my alibi. It's fair enough you wanna cock it, hoping I'll forget following the night.
Okay, we have made it. Woohoo! That last clip you just saw was me coming down this hill right here, and I'm parked right here. So we're at the campsite. I've never been here before, but we're just car camping today. Yeah, I'm gonna stay here one, maybe 2 nights, probably just one. I guess I'll give you a tour. 1 second. Okay, so this is from the hill I drove down. So we actually got a really nice little open spot to set up my tent and stuff here. Today is April 26th, 2024. It's currently almost 7 o'clock at night. So I got here late, but whatever, that's okay. It's a Friday today. Yeah, so we're camping on Crown land, I think. I don't really know, but let's say it's Crown land. I'm fairly confident it's Crown land. We're right here next to a lake that we can come up and take a look at. I didn't know if the ice was going to be on or not, because some of the other lakes a bit farther south, the ice is already off. But here, looks like the ice is still on. Also, I don't know, I've never seen this. If you guys have seen this before, let me know, but there's robins here sitting on the ice. Oh, sorry. Right there, those are robins just sitting there. I don't know what they're doing, but they're hanging out. Look, there's one. They're just hanging out. They're eating things. I don't know what they're eating. Maybe dead bugs. Yeah, so that's the site right here next to the lake. Yeah. So I guess get dinner cooking. I don't know where I'm going to set up my tent. Maybe I'll do that first. Okay. I figured I'll talk while I set this up. I don't know what to talk about. Oh, hi. My name's Clay, if you don't know. I assume everyone, if anyone, watches this, you'll already know my name. Yeah, I'm car camping, I guess. Like, not a whole lot of crazy stuff going on. Today's Friday. Had the day off of work because I had to work last Saturday. So I had to take a day off in the same pay period. So took a long weekend this weekend. So I have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday all off. And this, I was really slow leaving town today. I didn't leave town till like 4:30, which pretty late. The original plan, okay, right now I'm only like 2 hours outside of town in Alberta, in Peace River. I'm 2 hours outside of Peace River. The plan originally was for me to take this long weekend of mine and go camping in BC. There's a lake, there's a rec area called Heart Lake that seems really cool that I want to check out. It's like kind of in the mountains, but not really, and it's far north, and it's close to Chetwynd, where I've been skiing a few times. Wanted to go there. Was all psyched to go, but then Thursday morning, check the news, see that right where I wanted to go camping is evacuated because of a forest fire. Because it's April and we already have forest fires. Crazy, I know. So then I was like, oh, I can't go there, rats. And then I was looking at other places. I was gonna go close to Grand Cache because that's kind of in the mountains and really pretty. But then I was looking at the weather, and in Grand Cache it's supposed to rain on Saturday and Sunday, and maybe even snow. And I was like, oh, I don't want to go somewhere just to sit in my tent all day in the rain. You know, even though the mountains would be pretty dope. So then I was like, maybe I'll go to another spot in BC, but then that was so far away, and I was like, oh, do I want to go for 2 nights? What am I even gonna do if I go for 2 nights? What am I gonna do on that day? Like, would be Saturday. So then I was and hawing, and I was like, do I even want to go camping? And basically, long story short, I ended up sitting around wasting time. And then I was like, no, I do want to go camping outdoors. Yeah, woo! So I decided to come here, which is a place I've been meaning to check out, but kind of wasting a long weekend because this place is so close to Peace River, and I could have gone farther away, but it's supposed to rain, and yada yada. Bunch of excuses. I don't know. I'm here. It's great. Yeah. Yeah. That's the reasoning for going camping this time. But also, I don't know, now that I'm here, I'm sure I'll enjoy it more. It's always just planning and figuring things out and packing that's the worst part of all this. But now I'm here so late. Ugh. Whatever, it's okay. I brought so many books. I'll show you. I'll give you a whole book tour later. Yeah. Yeah. What's going on in my life right now? Not a whole lot. I don't really like my job, but maybe that's just because I haven't been at my job for a full summer yet, and I don't really know what it's like. But I don't know. That's kind of the big dilemma in my life right now, is not liking my job. I don't like my job because I really liked my old job where I was doing like science, like going places, collecting data that was like being used for stuff, and outdoors, new spot every day, collecting like information that would like make a difference or whatever. Well, maybe not make a difference, but at least be used in decision making. And now my job now is a lot different. It's like we have this stuff we manage and we go back to the same place all the time, and it's my job to make sure there's no invasive plants there, so I have to spray them with pesticides, and we're not going to any riveting, cool places I've never been before. It's like, oh, I was here last week, back again, same trees and everything, and it's all for hunting and fishing, because that's where we get a lot of our money from. And yeah, I feel like I'm not doing the fun sort of environmental stuff that I want to be doing. I want to be like out in the woods, I don't know, collecting information that'll lead to learning about things or like good decisions. And I'm not getting that. But the problem is, there's the possibility that that can happen at my job, but also like it's a pretty slim possibility. So I don't know. But also all the jobs like that I want are really competitive, and there's slim pickings for winter work. So that's kind of my dilemma, because in my field of biology, like outdoor environmental ecology, biology, whatever you want to call it, um, there's lots and lots of really cool opportunities in the summertime. Like there's one job in California where you rock climb up to eagle nests to count eggs inside of it, because these eagles like make their nests on cliffs that are like inaccessible by predators and stuff, which also means they're inaccessible to humans unless you rock climb up. Like that sounds so cool, and I would love to do that, but you can't do that in the winter. So this kind of like seasonality of work that I'm dealing with kind of sucks. But also like I don't plan on staying at my job forever. If anyone from my job, which you probably won't be, but on the off chance someone from my job is listening to this, don't listen. Stick your fingers in your ears for a few seconds. My life plan right now is to work at my job for a few years, like 2. In that time, I'll have hopefully paid off my student loans and saved up some money for traveling. And then summer 2026, well, I guess spring 2026, quit my job. Summer 2026, work a cool job like the rock climbing up to Eagle's Nest one. That would be really cool. So summer 2026, work a cool job somewhere. I don't know. And then September 2026, travel the world. I'd be fine with like different types of traveling. Like I'd be happy to work while traveling. There's a really nifty job in New Zealand that would be really dope, or some other places too, or even like volunteer at a place for room and board. That would be dope. But that is what I want to do. So also circling back to the job thing, do I really want to get a job that I really, really like? Because then in a few years, it'll be tougher to quit and leave, right? But also, like, then what? I just work the next 2 years at a job I don't like, making not a ton of money, like enough money, but I could be making more elsewhere. I don't know. It's what I'm dealing with right now. Part of the problem could also be I haven't made a whole lot of friends in Peace River, which is like fine. Don't really need friends. I have friends, just none in the town I live in. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But also, by the time I probably upload this video and people are actually watching it, I'll have figured it out or something. So yeah, that's kind of what's going through my head right now. tent is all set up. Do you guys want to see? I'll turn you around. Okay, so the tent is set up. I have my same old trusty reliable tent from Canadian Tire I've had for forever. Inside I've got my air mattress, this bad boy, rated to -15, I think. A sleeping bag, or air mattresses have like an insulation rating, it's an R rating or whatever, similar to like wall insulation. And it's for different weather, because if you use an air mattress in the wintertime, a lot of the, like if you don't use an air mattress or you use a poorly insulated air mattress in the wintertime, the cold from the ground will creep up and make you really cold. In the summertime it doesn't matter because the ground's not that cold. So it's really important if you're winter camping to have a warm or well insulated air mattress. This one is well insulated. I also have my sleeping bag, which you guys, I haven't made a video with yet, but this thing, it is freaking amazing. Okay, this is my sleeping bag. It is amazing. Okay, so it's like this, right? And then you unzip it, this folds down. You get in here, your feet are down here, whatever. It's got a hood, so your head goes like in here. And the hood can cinch up tighter and looser for when you're in it, so you can keep warm air in. It's got these little baffles that go like around your neck, so the cold air can't get down, and you trap all the warm air down here once it's zipped up. It's got the same thing on the front, like little baffles here. And it's got a pocket inside to put your contacts, so your contacts don't freeze in the wintertime. Dope, right? This also cinches tighter and looser, so you can like get a nice little collar around yourself so no air escapes. And then also the feet, this orange stuff can zip closed. So when it's closed, it's warmer because it's smaller. But also I don't really like sleeping bags like that because, I don't know, your feet feel so trapped. But they are warmer, so it's better to have it. But this one is the best of both worlds because it can unzip and then it's bigger and then your feet have more. Oh, best part is the sleeping bags are rated to -18 and I got it on clearance. Clearance! It's amazing. It's even on clearance. It was an expensive sleeping bag. It was like $300, I think. Bought it last summer. But holy cow, I love it, you guys. And it's even got the little loops, so if I want, I can hook another sleeping bag into it and then have double sleeping bags and go even colder than -18. It's an amazing sleeping bag. I love it. I love it. Okay, so back in here, I just got my sleeping bag and my pillow, which is just my pillow from home, but I'm car camping, so I can bring anything I want. When I'm like backpacking or canoeing or whatever, I don't normally bring a pillow just because it's extra weight and you can just use your clothes. So I normally don't bring a pillow, but when I'm car camping, oh, you bet I'm bringing a pillow. Yeah, so it's now 7:15 and I'm hungry, so I guess I'm gonna make dinner. Okay, these are the options for dinner tonight. I have got vegetable minestrone, cheddar chipotle noodles, butter and herb noodles, or fire roasted southwestern vegetable soup. And I don't know what to have. I haven't had either of the cans before, but the two sidekicks are staples of my diet, which I know is bad. I choose the garden vegetable minestrone. Ooh, I could mix two. Am I that hungry though? No. But this is a good amount of soup. I think I'm gonna do the soup. Okay, sweet. So this is everything I need to make dinner while camping. I'm gonna give you guys a tutorial of how my camping food setup works. I have lightweight silverware, which is just a fork, a knife, and a spoon. I think these weigh like a gram. I don't remember. I paid $14 for them. Kinda really regret it, but that's okay. That's all right. got them now. I've got my fuel, my stove, my camping pot set, and then the actual food. The stove is this little guy. I've used it in a video before. It's my little MSR Dragonfly. Kind of folds down and then folds out, so it looks like this. Sits on the ground like that. This is the throttle. This end plugs into the fuel bottle. So with the fuel bottle, look, it's gonna spray at me. I'm gonna get fuel on my hands. Oh, I didn't even get fuel in my hands. Wow, shocker. I love the smell of fuel. Gasoline, kerosene, doesn't really matter. I have things floating around in there. I love the smell of fuel. Maybe that makes me a freak. Maybe it's really, really bad for me. It's probably really, really bad for me. But, whatever. So, I take the transport lid off the fuel bottle, and then I have to put this special pressurization lid on it. And then you pump it for like forever. Fuel's pumped. I was getting some other things ready. Well, maybe it can be pumped a little more. I was getting some other things ready. I realized the can of soup doesn't have a pull tab, and I don't have a can opener. And I have a knife. It's this guy here. I don't know what its name is. I'm not a big knife guy. But it's got this blade, and it's like a little fragile. Like the blade just kind of pops out. And this is like pretty flimsy. It's like surgical steel. It's not flimsy, but it's definitely not like a fixed blade knife, which is good because I really like this knife. And Angie and Uncle Kirk got it for me. But I don't want to use it to like really pry on things because I'm worried it's gonna break. So I don't really have a way to open this can of soup. Luckily for me though, I am very resourceful and I got this rock. So I've already opened it a little bit, but not enough to get all this stuff out. And of course, both of the noodles and the other can of soup have the pull tab or can open easily. I don't know why I didn't just switch, but I guess I'm doing this now, so. I feel like a caveman. Ow! Oh. The other day, my upstairs neighbors told me my laugh is the perfect evil laugh. Look at that. I've done her good. Told me I had the perfect evil laugh, like an evil movie villain. I was so honored. Very happy about that because that's dope, right? Who doesn't want to sound like an evil villain? Also, I'm glad no one around is watching this because I'm sure I look so stupid. Oh, big progress. I also have more silverware. I didn't have to buy the $14 set of silverware. I'm just dumb. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. Why is this soup so chunky? If this was just tomato soup or some liquid, it would come out so easily. Instead, I have to. Oh, I got dirt in it. Oh, whatever. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. This is the worst. You know, some might call me stubborn for not just switching to a different form of dinner, like the other options I showed earlier. But, in my defense, it's not that I'm stubborn, it's that I'm stupid, because I didn't even think of switching. I just went straight to grab big rock, smash con. But I got most of it out now. She's pretty empty. Look at that. Look at me go. And I'm covered in soup and dirt. Oh! Okay, so this bad boy pumped a bunch. Almost kind of there. Will we wait for that to magically finish pumping on its own, which isn't going to happen, but whatever. We've got heat shields. This one goes underneath the stove to reflect heat back up so that it is more efficient. And this one goes around the stove. I've had this stove for a few years now, actually. 6, 5, 5, or 4 even. No, 5 or 6. I don't know, but it's starting to wear. I got a hole in my heat shield. End of the world. So this one goes on top. Not on top, but around. I'll show you in a second. So the fuel, this special bottle has this right here. This bad boy has this right here. And they just go together. Okay, so it goes together. A little safety comes over. This is probably a really horrible tutorial, by the way. None of you should be trying this based off of this alone. Well, do whatever you want. One time, I was teaching a girl how to use a stove similar to this. Not this particular type, but a lot of camping, well, not, okay. A lot of camping stoves that use liquid fuel are similar to this. A lot of camping stoves nowadays just use like propane fuel. Way easier than this whole setup. I don't know why I don't have one of those. It would definitely be handy. But I was teaching a girl how to use one of these. We were like struggling to get it going. How this works, you have to like turn on the fuel, let like liquid fuel build up for a second or two, then light it, and then you have to fiddle with it to like get the excess fuel to burn off before you get it up to full speed or whatever, and it's really loud. Anyway, we were struggling to light it, so we had the excess fuel like building up, and then we did light it, but at that point the excess fuel had like gotten all over the sidewalk because we were at university. We were staying outside a residence doing this, and then the excess fuel on the sidewalk when we were trying to light the stove lit on fire. It looked like the sidewalk was on fire, and the girl was freaking out. And I was just like, no, like it's okay. Like it'll burn itself out in just a second or two. But she was like, oh my god, like we need to get a fire extinguisher. But anyway, we didn't have to get a fire extinguisher. It all worked out in the end. Yeah, so I'm gonna show you this. Okay, so this is our setup at the top. We have a fuel control on the bottle end, and then the fuel control here. They're both set to off right now. So I'm going to turn this on. Fuel will fill this hose. Then I turn this on, fuel will fill in here, and I'll be able to see it. And then once a little bit of fuel has filled in there, I'm gonna use my flint and steel, get a spark in there, light it, and then it's a little bit finicky to get it to like actual cooking speed, temperature, flame quality, I guess. And I'm running out of daylight, so. Okay, you guys are really fragilely perched there. So I'm turning on the fuel from the bottle end. I'm getting this ready. I haven't used a flint and steel very often, FYI, in case you didn't know, so this could go very bad. I have a lighter handy, just in case. Does this lighter work? This lighter does work. Okay, phenomenal. Lighter works. I'm just gonna practice a second. Oh. Okay, got the know-how. Turning this on a little bit. This is always the stressful part because if you fuck it up and don't get it lighted, then all of a sudden you have a bunch of fuel everywhere. Right next to, okay, I'm using the lighter. A bunch of fuel everywhere. Ah! Okay, that was just, my hand got caught in the thing. So the fuel is lit. Now I'm going to turn the fuel down low to let the excess flame burn off. So it's even off right now. So I'm going to let the excess flame burn off a little bit. Which is taking a fucking long time. Why is this taking so long? So excess flame burning off still. We've kind of got down to the nitty gritty of it now. So now I can turn up the flame, or the throttle, or whatever you want. As more fuel comes in. Right now the flame's big and orange. You know it's good to cook on when the flame's blue and small. So you kind of have to wait and fiddle with it until then. I do have water nearby in case the world ends or something. Huh. That would be a really silly way to go. So I'm turning it up all the way. This stove is really loud, by the way. It's one of the loudest ones out there. FYI. Real peaceful, tranquil. She's wide open now. Okay, so now we have a blue flame going. I don't know if you can see it. It's really passionate. I'm gonna turn it down even a little. And then put the pot on top. And now you let it rock for a while. Okay, so now it's ready. So to turn it off, you turn off the fuel here first. And then it uses up all the fuel in the fuel line. And then it should go out on its own once it runs out of fuel. And then you just close the fuel tab here. And that's it, yeah. Yeah, so there, it's gone out now, so I can close this fuel tab. And yeah, this was only like a couple of seconds. Like all I did was set up my hammock and then it was ready. That's the nice thing about this stove is when you turn her to all out, she really goes all out. So yeah, I'm gonna sit in my hammock now and eat my dinner. Okay, I am in my hammock, floating above the ground. Snug as a bug. It was a lot to get in here. Just for I'm wrapped up in this blanket, which funny story all on its own, but I'll save it for another time. I'm gonna read my book for a little bit. Just got this book from the library. I haven't started it yet. It's called Fourth Wing. Oh, I'm rocking. I hate rocking side to side in a hammock. It gives me a headache sometimes. I just want to be still, just hang here. But then it's tough because you get in the hammock and you're rocking because getting into the hammock was a lot of effort. And then sometimes you're lucky and there's trees around to stop yourself, but there's no trees around me right now for me to stop my rocking. There's no one else freaking here that I can beg to come and hold my hammock to stop my rocking, so I guess I'll just suffer through. But yeah, anyway, the book, it's a high fantasy book, so like dragons and stuff. I haven't started reading it, so I don't really know what it's about, but it's really, really, really popular. Online especially, it's really popular right now. It's about this girl. She's 20, I think. So it's a young adult novel, and she wants to be like a magic scribe or whatever, writing down the histories of the continent or whatever. But then all of a sudden she ends up in like the fight to be one of the dragon riders or whatever in this war. And I think she does really well. And the dragon riders each get like a power, like a superpower or something. And hers is lightning and it's really powerful. I don't know. I haven't read it. Little walk down the road. And look what I found here. These are bear tracks. See right here's the palm, then toe, 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 toe. Here's its back foot because it's got a deeper arch, then toe, 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 toe. There's a few up here. This one's really good. You can see here, this is its front foot. They're not crazy fresh. They're like a day or two old, I'd say. And there's been some other stuff coming through the area. And they're pretty small too for a bear, like probably a black bear. Here's my hand next to one. Still massive, but pretty small. So I'd say a younger black bear. These track things have gone over. Oh no, the bear's gone over top of the track things over here. There's a bear footprint on top of the track stuff. So I guess the bear came through a lot more recently than I thought. Now would be a bad time to mention I forgot to bring my bear spray on this camping trip. Ooh, here's another good one. So yeah, for another front foot. Yeah, so I guess I'm not gonna do too much wandering. Stay close to the camp and stay close to my car. Here's this too. Hind foot, pretty small. Yeah, just stay close to the camp because my car is there and my car is at least some measure of safety. And yeah, I'm not worried. Oh, these ones are really well in there. How did I miss these on the walk up here? I'm not far from my camp right now, so I'm not worried at all, really. But yeah, I'm gonna stay close to camp. Be smart about smells. Keep my knife on me. Because that'll help a lot, I know. Where did he go? I think he went. Yeah, I'm not worried. My car is right next to my tent, and I set up my campsite smartly. I eating food away from my tent, and my tent is next to my car, so all you can do really, besides like carry a bear spray. Oopsie, oh well. Next time I'll remember, I'm sure. Yeah, and there's cell service here too, so if something does happen, as long as I can press 911, I'll be fine. Yeah, but still, maybe a little unnerving to think about. Maybe I'll sleep scared tonight. Oh my god. Okay, it is about 10:30. Sky's still light. It was light out. Like I didn't need my headlamp until almost 10 o'clock, which is crazy. The summertime, like the summer solstice, is gonna be crazy here. I'm looking forward to it because it'll be light so late. It's gonna be crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna get in my tent, snuggle up nice and warm, and read for a little bit, and then hit the hay. Hopefully tonight there'll be some northern lights because it's a beautiful, clear evening. But I don't know if any are expected. I know last night there were some in the area, but I don't know if there's supposed to be any tonight. It's pretty chilly. It's colder than I was expecting. I'd say it's below freezing. I can see my breath, so I think it's below freezing. But it's okay, my sleeping bag's warm, and I have an extra blanket too, and worst comes to worst, I can get in my car and turn on the heat for a little bit. Good morning. It's almost 11 o'clock. I slept in so late. I stayed up until like 1 o'clock last night reading my book. It's really good. The plot's about this girl needing to become a dragon rider, and everyone's like out to get her. Like they're gonna, like everyone's trying to kill her, but and she like has no chance of surviving. But she's actually doing really well. And then they just got picked by dragons. She got picked by the biggest, baddest dragon around. So it's actually a really good book. I love this sleeping bag. I was so warm when I was reading my book in my tent. I was a little cold because I wasn't in my sleeping bag. I was just under this blanket. But then when I actually went to bed, I got in the sleeping bag and oh, I love it so much. It's so warm. Like I don't even understand how it can be so warm, you know? Like it's because it was so cold out, but I was so toasty. Like how is it even possible? It's just like some feathers, I guess. Also last night at 1 o'clock, run out to go pee, look for some northern lights. Uh, there were some, I think, but they were really, really faint. Like the type of northern lights that you're not even sure if they're northern lights or not, or just your eyes playing tricks on you. So I didn't record any. Sorry. Ugh, I don't want to get up. It's a gray day, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna rain or not today. I don't know if I'm gonna stay here tonight or not. For now, I'm gonna eat some breakfast and then read my book in my hammock. It is a little bit later now. I read my book in my hammock for a while. It's pretty chilly though. I think it's colder. There's some gray clouds moving in too. It might rain. Um, and honestly, I'm tired of just sitting here reading my book. It would be great to spend another night, but we're supposed to get some rain overnight, and the road in was a little muddy, and my car isn't the best for these type of roads. My car is fine. My car is cheap and good on gas and has low mileage, and it's fine. But I would really love a truck with higher clearance and four-wheel drive because my car, I've bottomed out my car a few times. Like, you saw me drive down this little hill here. It was close, I think, to bottoming out then, and other times. And also, my car doesn't handle very well on gravel roads, so Would really love a truck, but not today. Probably not tomorrow either, but one day. Um, yeah, so I think I'm gonna start packing up here. Uh, yeah, it's been a nice 24 hours or so that I've been here. Well, less than that, but it's been a nice day or so. Um, I think I would have really liked if the ice was off the lake just to see water moving because I haven't really seen water in a few months. Um, but that's okay, still nice. I didn't see any big wildlife, which is good, I guess, if I don't have my bear spray. Um, there is a bald eagle that I think has a nest just that way. Heard it a little bit and saw it chasing a crow around this morning. And then last night while I was laying in bed, there was a great gray owl who was hooting for like 2 hours or something while I was reading. It was really nice. If you don't know what a great gray owl sounds like, Google it. But if you do know birds, it's the one who goes like, "Who cooks for you? Who cooks for you?" um, he doesn't actually say who cooks for you, but he hoots, and it sounds like he's saying who cooks for you. So yeah, that's about it for me. I guess I'm just gonna pack up my tent now and my hammock. I am all packed up and heading home now. So thank you for coming with me on this. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I do. Um, yeah, oh, it's cold. It's like 0 degrees, and last week it was like plus 20. It was so nice, but now it's so cold. Ugh, crazy. Oh well. Um, yeah, that's about it. I didn't have a fire last night. I really would have liked to have a fire, but we didn't get like any snow basically. We got really little amounts of snow this winter. So right now it's really dry and the forest fire risk is pretty high. So we're kind of, fire bans are already in place and stuff. So sucks, but whatever. My hair looks bad. It's just because I was wearing a hat, okay? Don't judge me. Okay, yeah, thanks for coming.